In the quiet city of Nizhny Novgorod, Russia, lived Anatoly Moskvin, a man whose life seemed steeped in academia and eccentricity. Born on September 1, 1966, Moskvin was an only child to Yuri and Elvira. From a young age, he exhibited remarkable intelligence, mastering 13 languages and delving deep into history and philology. His academic pursuits led him to graduate from Moscow State University in the 1980s, earning degrees in philology and history. He later worked as a lecturer at the Institute of Foreign Languages and contributed to local newspapers, including one aptly named Necrologies, focusing on cemeteries and obituaries. However, beneath this veneer of scholarly dedication lay a macabre obsession that would shock the world. Moskvin often recounted a pivotal event from his youth that he claimed ignited his fascination with the dead. In 1979, at the age of 13, he was walking home from school when he was accosted by men in black suits. They were en route to the funeral of an 11-year-old girl, Natasha Petrova. According to Moskvin, the men forced him to kiss the deceased girl's face, and her mother then placed a wedding ring on his finger and another on her daughter's, symbolically marrying them. This traumatic experience, whether real or a figment of his imagination, profoundly impacted Moskvin, intertwining his psyche with themes of death and the afterlife. As an adult, Moskvin's morbid curiosity manifested in extensive research on cemeteries. Between 2005 and 2007, he claimed to have visited 750 cemeteries in the Nizhny Novgorod region, meticulously documenting his findings. He often spent nights sleeping on graves, believing it allowed him to communicate with the spirits of the deceased. His works, titled Great Walks Around Cemeteries and What the Dead Said, reflected his deep immersion into the world of the dead. In 2009, residents began noticing the desecration of graves, particularly those of young girls. Flowers were removed, grave sites disturbed, and, in some cases, bodies went missing. The community was baffled and alarmed. The mystery unraveled on November 2, 2011, when police, investigating the spate of grave desecrations, were led to Moskvin's apartment. What they found was beyond comprehension. The small, cluttered space was filled with what appeared to be large, ornate dolls. However, upon closer inspection, these dolls were revealed to be the mummified corpses of 26 girls. Moskvin had exhumed these bodies from their resting places and brought them home. Using a combination of salt and baking soda, he mummified the remains, then dressed them in vibrant clothing, applied makeup, and placed music boxes inside their rib cages. He even inserted buttons or toys into their eye sockets, creating the illusion of life. To Moskvin, these were not mere corpses. They were his children. He celebrated their birthdays, held conversations with them, and believed he could eventually bring them back to life through science or magic. The aftermath. Upon his arrest, Moskvin cooperated fully with authorities, providing detailed accounts of his actions. He was charged under Article 244 of the Criminal Code for the desecration of graves and dead bodies. However, a psychiatric evaluation diagnosed him with paranoid schizophrenia, rendering him unfit for trial. In May 2012, he was committed to a psychiatric hospital for compulsory treatment. The families of the deceased were devastated upon learning the fate of their loved ones. Many had believed their children were resting peacefully, only to discover their remains had been violated and displayed in such a grotesque manner. As of 2019, despite some doctors advocating for his release to outpatient care, Moskvin remained confined to the psychiatric facility. The court, considering the gravity of his actions and the potential risk to society, denied his release. Anatoly Moskvin's story is a chilling reminder of how a disturbed mind can operate under the guise of normalcy. His intellectual pursuits and societal contributions masked a dark obsession that led to unimaginable acts. This tale serves as a somber reflection on the importance of mental health awareness and the profound impact of unresolved trauma.